Hey folks, it's the Red, getting back to the Crash Bandicoot 2 No Damage run. Time to pay up in Cold Hard Crash. So yes, we have ourselves another snowy glacier level, similar to Snow Go or Snow Biz. It's also the longest level in the game, so get comfortable. I also feel that the developers may have had some trouble coming up with a name for this stage, because this is the first level we've come to that doesn't really tell us what kind of level it is from the name alone. Take, for example, some of the other stages we've been to. The Eel Deal is very much a sewer level. Crash Crush is a chasing level. Bear Down, a polar riding level. And even as recently as Diggin It, which introduced us to the ground that you could dig into. Then you come to Cold Hard Crash, and what kind of level could this be? A lot of levels could be associated with cold, because all the levels are winter-themed. But I digress. Not too much to worry about in this first section, so let's move on up. This is a rather lengthy 2D section, so get comfortable with it. Move past the smashers quickly, but not too quickly, because there are icicles right behind them. Always be alert of your surroundings. And now, all of the bounce crates. It's a stairway for people who like a little spring in their step. I'm just having to count out my bounces here, in my head. And there we go. But the bouncing isn't done yet, because it's bonus time. Now we need to bounce between TNT crates in order to get all of our goodies. So make sure your jumps are pretty precise so that you don't accidentally set off a TNT, and by extension, any goodies you haven't gotten to yet. Alright. Just a big bounce here. Now bounce on top of this second on the upper bounce crate in order to hit a box directly above it. Pretty sneaky place to put that. Another cluster of boxes here, and more bounce crates. These things are such a drag to break, let me tell you. It's all because of how much higher Crash bounces on them now, compared to the first game. But at least this will be fixed in the next game, and every game after it. Set off these TNTs, and let's move forward. Alright, one last set of TNT to get past. Get this one up quickly and get out of the way. And we're good. Move towards this TNT crate in order to make an icicle fall on top of it, and that will set it off. But don't go too far forward, because there are still icicles after that. Be free! Whoa! Is that any way to thank somebody who just released you? Jerk. Yeah, I don't really want to break those bounce crates. I want to bounce on them. I've met my bounce quota, I think. Bouncing on a penguin while it's spinning will just make you bounce on its head until it stops, and then you can kill it. It's time for the death route now, and this one can be a bit cruel, as you will soon see. Not too much to worry about in this first section, though. Just be sure to get these boxes hidden in the background here. Behind the stalactites, anyway. We also have a box outline here. We're going to need to keep an eye out for its explanation box. We've got some trouble up ahead with hedgehogs, ice, and holes, but remember the tried and true saying, safety first. Yep, safety first. Alright, now we've got two regular boxes above us, but one of them contains an Aku Aku mask, which is pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen Aku Aku in a box other than his own. And no, you can't kill the seals with the icicles. I know, I'm disappointed too. Charge forward and avoid a nitro coming your way, but start to slow down right around here so you have enough maneuverability to get around these nitros. And you'll be able to slow yourself enough to get past those icicles without getting stabbed by them. Slide! And we're through. Alright, this is the gem you get for making it to the end of the death route, but if we collect it here and now, this will drop us down to the final area of the stage, and then we're going to miss all the boxes in between. So, for this run, we're going to hit this exclamation box, and that will fill in the box all the way at the beginning of the death route. Yes, we're going to have to backtrack through all of this. Once again, careful around the nitro. Yes, it's quite cruel that they would make you backtrack all the way through the death route again. Now, granted, it's not quite as bad on the return trip, but still, death route. Here's the box we filled in. Careful moving forward, because there is a smasher here. I prefer to approach this nitro slowly. And now we can take the death route platform back to the bottom. I think this is the only death route platform that you can take that will do this. And the reason we can't take that gem back on the death route, once we go down here, we hit some ice platforms that slide us down. And here we've pretty much hit the point of no return. So, onward to the stage proper. Got a bit of a cluster of boxes here, and more bounce crates. Just haven't had enough of these, I guess. This one's dangerously close to the TNT, so I would rather just bounce it away. And now let's set off the box. We can actually use this TNT to take out the penguin. Wait for it to almost set off and then get out of the way. And it will take out the penguin for you. Very nice. This hedgehog is waiting for us to run in front of it so it can throw its spikes up. But it will put them down after a little bit, so be ready to counterattack. Big jumps! We'll wait for our hedgehog friend to stop being so aggro, and then you can spin it away. The enemy placements around here aren't too terribly bad, I don't think. Now we have 4 exclamation boxes hidden behind the stalactites here. And they each filled in one of these boxes. Each one contains a whole bunch of Wampa fruit. Watch that counter soar. I love collecting a whole bunch of Wampa fruit and just watching it go over and over and over. Such a satisfying feeling. Now we have some nooks in the wall that contain some goodies. This one just has 12 Wampa fruit, but the next one will be a good bit riskier. A single box hidden behind the nitros. 1 Wampa fruit was totally worth it. Normally that's a 1-up, but I already collected that in a previous run. Told you this was a long 2D section. Just slide past this part quickly, it's not too bad. And yet another bounce crate. Just haven't had enough of these things. But we're through the 2D section, and it's on to the final part of the stage. Woo! Now, if we had gone and collected the Death Route gem, this is where it would drop us off. Watch out for this nitro, and grab the well-hidden crystal in the middle of the path. Take out this penguin. Ooh, slick. And we're just gonna wait for that hedgehog to chill out so we can take it out. Remember that when the hedgehog is not facing you, you can approach it safely to take it out. And we have the return of jungle rollers as well. And more bounce crates. This one is just out of our... is just barely in our jumping range. Thing is, you're not getting 10 out of that one. Wait for better timing, and let's go. Final checkpoint, and set off all the nitro. Now, if you look carefully up ahead, you can actually see the end of the level from here. Nice! Alright, let's move forward and take you out quickly. As well as you. Whoa! Oh man, I thought I was about to hit that roller there, and I would have cried. Okay, just a couple more rollers and a few holes. And we're good. And there is our gem. That was Cold Hard Crash. And so for our completion, the crystal, and a gem. Oh, but it looks like we're missing one, isn't it? So, let's head on back in and take care of that, shall we? Okay, so just as proof in concept, we get the gem and we're at the final part of the stage. Now you know. Okay, now we have all the gems. Now we can celebrate. And with that, we are done with Cold Hard Crash, which honestly wasn't too terribly difficult, I don't think. I do have some outtakes to share, we'll see those. And next time, it's off to Ruination. I'll see you then. It's probably also worth noting that while the... What did I hit my head against there? What? Gotta find something to talk about with all this bouncing going on. Now let's get out of the way there. Oh! Wasn't quite quick enough. Unfortunately, the bouncing isn't about to stop there, because it's bonus time. What the... How did I do that? Be careful as you move forward here, because there are two hedgehogs here, all too happy to try and bounce on you. Couldn't quite get away from that. Below, but slow down right about here. Whoa, whoa, no! Oh, the things I do to avoid death. Just move quickly to get away from that TNT, and here we have a nice cluster of boxes, and we're not going to have time to break them. Let's get out of here. Whoa! Oh! Couldn't get away fast enough. The hedgehogs during this part aren't terribly difficult to worry about, as long as you take it... What the... What just happened there? Somehow I moved towards the camera, but I didn't press down. Oh, almost. They can be above or below, but slow down about here. Oh, just slid. When these penguins are spinning, you can bounce on them, and apparently you can take damage from them by doing that. But with it... Get this penguin out. Oh, you jerk! Maneuvering space to get around that cluster. Wah! That just wasn't going to end well at all. Maneuvering room to get around this nitro. Don't go... Oh! Why did I do that? Take out this... Not again! Oh! Why did I think it would be a good idea to slow down there? But there we go, and... Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I missed a box. I don't believe it. This is such a long level, this is painful to see.